Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Coach Kelly Wells Show, live here at Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm Charlie Pinson, along with head coach Kelly Wells. And Kelly, we had a good week, only one game, but a real quality opponent.
Yeah, it really was. It was refreshing to see good talent come in, and our guys were excited about playing. They knew how good they were. They saw the night before that they had beaten the University of Cumberland. So it was a game that our guys were focused and dialed in, and really one of those games that you go home after it and you say, like, we really felt like we got better. And there was a lot of areas we improved on, and very thankful for that. There's some nights you don't always go home and say that. So we were thankful the guys responded and did the things we asked them to do, and I think we're making some growth.
Yeah, I thought defense was a big effort for you on Sunday because that team really, in a lot of ways, a mirror image of you talent-wise and athleticism-wise especially.
Yeah, they were a talented team, and he does a great job with them. And we knew we'd have to play well. They'd won some big games this year already. Tradition-rich. They've only lost 3 games in the last 3 years. So we knew coming in they weren't going to be scared of us, and we had to play up to our level of talent and our ability. And I thought for the most part we did. We didn't shoot free throws well. I think that was the only reason we didn't stretch our lead out a little bit better. Shooting in the 60s from the free throw line is not going to cut it for us. We've got to continue to get that up. We know at halftime we're at 50%, so we did get 10% more up in the second half. But we got to get in the mid-70s or to the high 70s before we can be effective to win championships.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of your game. When you get in there, you get the fouls, you get to the free throw line, you make those. You got to make points when you get that chance.
Yeah, we were really aggressive. Took the ball to the hole, got 2 feet in the paint. Really did a nice job around the rim, making our first ones, and we missed 3 front ends of the bonus in the first half. And we've just we got to continue to concentrate a little bit better at the free throw line.
Kelly, I think we've actually got some highlights if you're ready.
All right, awesome. Another neat graphic there. Yeah. You guys do an amazing job. And here's us playing a little bit out of our ball screen action. One of the things we're really trying to get our guards to do is to play a little bit more downhill, and this gives you an opportunity to see Chase really do a great job with his ball movement and spacing, trying to get to the basket. And, again, he does a lot for us with the basketball. And here's some more of our ball screen action that we like to do, a little variation of what we like to do. And, you know, one of the things about Stan is he really stretches the defense because he can shoot at a big target, and really does a good job of pulling the bigs away from the basket. And there was a great 3 for him. And here's Xavier, and one of the things he got was the Hustle Award for taking charges and loose balls, and he was sick as he could be. Didn't even practice the day before. So for him to respond like that was great. And here's another clip of Luke Layu here. He does a great job on the out-of-bounds play, and does a little move we've been working on with him quite a bit is the dribble drop. And he did a really nice job of dribbling to the middle and dropping baseline for a little jump hook for us. And here's Darrell, and we couldn't get him to do this enough in the game. We wanted him to do some more of this, posting up, and a good quick move for him. And he's left-handed, but easily goes over his left shoulder and scores with his right hand as well. So that was a great move for Darrell. And here's Jazz Parker at the point spot, and Jazz did a great job again, like we're talking about, trying to play downhill and getting to the basket, and Jazz did that and got an and-1, although he missed the free throw. So we've got to continue to work on that. And here's Javante early in the first half, got us off to a really good basket on a handoff here. And we've been really trying to talk to Javante about playing off of 2 feet and stronger when he gets to the rim. And there was a great example of him having his shoulders squared up and being able to do that. And here's one of the things our posts have got to continue to get better at, especially against the competition that we play night in, night out, is running the floor. And here's Luke getting out in front of traffic, and a great pass ahead, and that's what we got to continue doing. We work a lot on that, and our posts are capable of running the floor. And here's probably the worst shot of the night that we took all night. It just ended up being way out here, and really was a terrible, terrible shot in regards to time and score. But everybody likes it today because it went in the basket. So we actually had a guy already at the scores table to take out Jay on that shot. It just wasn't the best timing of that. Now, he could make that shot, but certainly that's not within our offense what we like to do all the time.
That's one of those okay, I guess it's all right, you made it. If you missed it, you're in trouble.
Yeah, well, there really weren't any okays on that. It was all no. And even with that shot going in, it just wasn't the shot we needed at that time of the game. It could have really been a backbreaker as good as we played to let them come back a little bit if he'd have missed that shot. So, and it also came off 2 really bad defensive possessions. So he was really lucky that one went in.
Well, you know, you had that they gave up that big run to start the second half, and then you came countered with another big run to really almost put it out of reach for them.
Well, and that all started from our defense. You saw some of the clips where we were playing in transition, and that all came off of points off turnovers. And we got out and really sustained our defense and played between our man and the basket a lot and forced tough twos. And when you do that, you've got an opportunity to rebound the ball, but you have to go get it, and then you have opportunities to get down the floor. And we held them under 50% for the night from the field, and they were a really talented team, and they'd beaten a lot of people. And we knew that they could score the ball, and we had to guard them. And it wasn't perfect by any stretch, but certainly I think we took some strides defensively.
I thought what I'm really impressed with this week versus maybe the first few weeks is their willingness to get on the floor and go after the loose ball. I saw a lot of guys diving on the floor after loose balls.
Yeah, we tried to start a new thing. We call it our hustle belt, and it's got certain criteria that we measure. Those are floor touches, those are loose balls, offensive rebounds, deflections, lane runs, closeouts, contests, and we keep that on the bench. And it's just something we have to do to get better. Like, we're not going to be a team that's just going to run out there and scare everybody on the court. We have to do the details. We have to do the hustle plays. And if there's a 50-50 ball for us to get, we just have to be in the mix for those all the time. And it can't be a reaction. It's just got to be something you do. Every time that ball's on the floor, you got a chance to dive after it. We have to do that. If it's a rebound, we have to go after it. And the guys are starting to take some pride in that. And we've had that award twice. Jazz Parker's won it, and then Xavier won it the other night. So, like, we've got some guys really dedicating themselves to that, and that's going to make our team better.
Well, good deal. And it looks like we're ready for our first break. We'll be right back on the Coach Kelly Wells Show live from Buffalo Wild Wings. Welcome back to the Coach Kelly Wells Show here live at Buffalo Wild Wings. We're here with Stanley Perrin, senior 3-4 wingman. We'll call him and play any position on the side for us. And Stanley, glad to have you here in Pikeville.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you very much.
So tell people you're from Brooklyn, New York?
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Where did you play any junior college ball or anything?
I played junior college ball in Essex County in New Jersey. Had a wonderful 2 years over there. It was very prestigious. I loved it.
Okay. Did you come here from there? Or?
No, I transferred in from school, a D2 in Texas. I did. I played there for like a semester. Then I was home. Then after that, I came here.
Okay. So what do you think about Pikeville so far?
I like it in Pikeville. You know, the way Coach Wells he runs the way his practices. It was similar to what I did in junior college. Very similar.
Well, you had a pretty good game the other night against a pretty good team. Did you know some of those guys from Brooklyn?
Yeah, I knew 4 of them from Brooklyn, so I knew it was going to be a fun game. Played against those guys a lot in summer tournaments back home, so I knew it was going to be a fun, and I was ready for that game.
You look like y'all had a lot of good-natured talking in this. We didn't see a lot of trash talking, but I did see y'all doing a lot of talking back and forth.
I mean, yeah, we was. You know, that's competition. You know, we always used to trash talk each other when we play, so it was the same thing. I know what they was going to do. They was going to do it to me. Got to do it back to them. But and all of that, I really loved it. I love playing against those guys, and you know, I wish nothing for the best for them as well as for myself.
Well, you know, what are your goals here at Pikeville?
My goals here in Pikeville, I try to win a national championship. You know, finish out strong in the classroom, and also just trying to make my mom and my dad happy.
Well, there you go. What's your major?
Sports management.
Oh, so you work with Rick Bentley a little bit then,
Yeah, I'm in one of his classes.
Oh, good. So what do you plan to do after college?
After college, try to play pro, wherever that may be. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Coach Wells has got several kids in the pro ranks in the United States, all over the world, actually.
Yeah, I saw that. That was the one thing that they told me when they was recruiting me and stuff. Coach Wells has a great background, tremendous accomplishments, similar to when I was in JUCO. So I think coming to a program like this, that helps me and put me in the best fit.
Well, this program, you know, you like to get up and down the floor, and that's part of Coach Wells' philosophy is to get up and down the floor and play defense.
Absolutely.
Is that what you're kind of used to?
Yeah. You know, it was similar. You know, just trying to help the team in every aspect I can.
I thought you got to start the other night, and we're playing well. Do you got in a little bit of foul trouble there early?
Yeah, I did. You know, a little handsy, but just trying to work on that every day.
And you know, every official calls a game. The you have to learn how they call the game to see what you can and can't do, I guess.
Yeah, because it's different from playing where I'm located. You know, there's a lot of you play through the hand touches and the physicality. You know, you gotta play through that. Out here, it's a little different.
I think you'll see more of that when we get into Mid-South Conference play. They tend to let you play a little bit more inside, especially. Now, when you get out on the floor, it's a little bit different, but when you're in the paint, you can play a little bit physical.
Yeah, I play. You can play physical. You gotta play physical because you don't know who you're gonna be matched up against with any night, and you gotta be physical and have your mental game on point as well.
Well, now, you got a lot of guys that you haven't played with before coming into this season. How hard has that been for you guys to get on the same page?
I don't think it's hard at all. I mean, we all know our roles on the team. I think it's going great. Playing with new guys, and I think I fit quite well while I played with them.
Stanley come from a big family?
I have a big family back home, big supporting cast family back home. I got one older sister, a couple of cousins, great uncles, great aunts. So yeah, you could say I come from a big family.
Now, do your mom and dad get to make the trip down here to see you very often?
Actually, no. Both my parents, they work for Board of Ed back in New York, but I'm pretty sure they're going to see this on TV and they're going to be extremely proud, especially my mom.
Well, there you go. That's what we want to see. We want to see them because, they can watch the games on TV as well.
I mean, they watch the games on TV. They're very excited for me. And my mom always tells me to keep going forward no matter what you do. Remember that you're still at the bottom and you got to push yourself up. So,
who would you say the biggest influence in your life has been?
I gotta say it's my parents. One for my dad because he installed a toughness in me. Growing up in Brooklyn, it's not really you're not supposed to be alive growing up there. And he taught me how to be tough and how to always push through life with toughness. My mom, she was a hard worker from the day I was born till now. She's always fight with her and my dad to always get me to the place I'm at right now.
Stanley, appreciate you stopping by. We're about ready to take our next break. Anything you would like to say to everybody?
No, I'm just happy to be here, happy to be a part of this culture, and I would like to win.
Okay. Stanley Perrin, forward / center for Pike. We'll take a break and be right back on the Kelly Wells Show live here at Buffalo Wild Wings. Welcome back to the Coach Kelly Wells Show live here at Buffalo Wild Wings. We're here with Luke Lehue. And Luke, are you a junior or senior?
Junior,
okay.
Yes, sir.
And tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Ripley, West Virginia.
Did you transfer here from somewhere else, I'm assuming?
I transferred here from West Virginia Wesleyan in Buchanan, West Virginia. So I played my first 2 years there, and now I'm down here for my last 2.
So in Buchanan County or Buchanan the city?
Buchanan is a town, and I'm not sure what county it's in.
Well, that's okay. But so born and raised in West Virginia?
Yes, sir.
So was it a big trip to come to Pike? Well, not a lot of change, really, is there?
No, it's not a lot of change at all. It's actually a lot like where I'm from. So.
And what school did you play your high school ball at?
Ripley High School.
Okay. Did you win any awards?
My first rewards, kind of, not really.
Okay.
I got like third team All-State, but I don't really care anything too much about it.
Okay. What made you want to come to Pike?
Well, my first 2 years at Buchanan, we really weren't that good. I mean, we were good my first year, but my second year, we really weren't that good. And I really wanted like a winning program. And when I had put in my request to transfer, Pikeville had called, and I had saw about their past and what they were about, and it was just something I really couldn't turn down, honestly.
Okay. Tell everybody how tall you are.
6'8".
6'8"?
Yes, sir.
And you play the center, 4-5 / I guess.
Yes, sir.
Getting some good playing time. Had a really good game Sunday.
Yes, sir. I just go out and play as hard as I can. That's what I'm here to do.
Did it take you a while to kind of figure out what you were going to do here?
Yeah, it took me a little bit to get my groove, to figure out the play style and, what my role was. But now I think I'm figuring it out, so I think it's going to be a good year.
You run the floor well. I noticed that you got a couple of breakaways the other night by getting down the floor.
Yes, sir. That's one thing I try to do is wear down the other man that's guarding me, because usually they're a little bit bigger than I am, and I'm usually a little bit more mobile. So I'm trying to make them run and make them work as hard as they have to every possession.
It's like Coach Wells trying to teach you that little drop step basket. I saw that Sunday, and it worked out really well for you.
Yes, sir. It works out really good.
I'm assuming you being your size in high school, you probably played in the center position. Did you play that same thing at Buchanan?
Yes, sir. I've been a center since I can remember.
When did you start playing basketball?
3rd grade, maybe.
Okay.
I think so. I couldn't tell you, honestly.
It just feels like you've always been playing basketball?
Yes,
I
sir.
understand. Come from a big family?
I have my mom and dad and then my sister, but on my mom's side, we have a really big family. And on my dad's side, we have a pretty good-sized family, too. So
I'm really close with them, and it's really nice.
Well, that's good. I mean, you always want to be, have, and obviously you got good parents. They've done well by you. Anything are they watching you tonight?
I'm not sure if they are, but if so, hi, Mom and Dad, and anyone else in my family that's watching. If they're watching, hello.
Did you have any goals when you came to Pikeville?
The biggest thing I really want to do is I want to win. I want to get a ring on my finger, try to win some championships, and go to the national tournament.
Well, came to a good place. We've been to the national tournament several years.
Yes,
and,
sir.
We did get the one big win.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes, sir.
How hard was it to adjust to a new cast of players around you?
It really wasn't that bad. We have a great group of guys here. Like, I love all my teammates. They're so cool. They're like brothers to me. They've been really nice to me. I've been good to them. I think it works out great.
I know Coach Wells did say that the chemistry came together real quick with this group over the summer, so you didn't really have that.
Yeah, we never had any problems like that.
So when you've not played any Mid-South Conference games yet, so you don't know about the style in the league, but I think you got a little bit of a taste of it maybe Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Pretty good team. What did you think about them?
I think they were a pretty good team. They were big, they were physical, and coming here, that's what I heard, that they were going to be bigger and physical, and I knew that I just had to step up and I had to be more physical than they were, and that's just what I'm going to have to do.
Well, that's the difference because you come here. We Kelly always wants a mix of physicality and finesse, and you seem to have a little bit of that.
Yes, sir. I think that being able to move people is a really good thing to do, and I try to do that all I can, but in the end, if I have length, I can shoot over a lot of people, so it works for me really well.
Well, that is nice when you got the ability to shoot and go in, post up both, so that's something that's going to be beneficial.
Yes, sir.
Well, Luke, we appreciate you. About ready for our next break, so I want to say thanks to Luke Lehue, Jr. from Ripley, West Virginia. We'll be right back on the Coach Kelly Wells Show live here at Buffalo Wild Wings. Welcome back to the Coach Kelly Wells Show live here at Buffalo Wild Wings. And Kelly, got a big weekend coming up, 3 games.
Yeah, we've kind of nicknamed it the Heritage Classic. We're going to have 3 games at the U-Pike Gym, and it gives us an opportunity to show off some of the renovations that we've had. We just redid the floor, put new lights in, and I'm very proud of that place. A lot of tradition's been in there, and gives us an opportunity to play 3 games, kind of a throwback, so to speak, night for us. And Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, you get an opportunity to really see some really good basketball. Friday we play at 7, Saturday we're at 4, and then Sunday we're at 3 o'clock. So Friday's game will be one of the best games we've had all year. Virgin Islands is extremely talented, very, very good. We'll have to be ready to play. It'll be a nice game, and hopefully most of the student body, I think we've got a couple pep rallies and some student sections going to be coming out and get going. Okay. So excited about those opportunities.
Normally you're going to play something like Virgin Islands, you would go there at this time of year. Why would they want to come here?
No, very poor planning on the head coach's role here, but no, they're making a swing through this area, and we had an opportunity to play them, and Coach Jones does a great job with them. So it was a good opportunity for us to have them here, and we'll welcome them to the U-Pike Gym.
I know a lot of people don't realize that it's a lot harder for you to schedule games. You've been successful, and that breeds success, but it also makes people not want to come up here and play you.
Yeah, a little bit of that, and we're fortunate. Like these are going to be back-to-back really, really good games against teams that are outside of our league. So anytime we can get those, we want to make sure we try to do that, and it's just going to make our team better in the long run. So an opportunity to improve against good competition is what we're always looking for. So this is unique, and a lot of times it's hard. Just our location and distance-wise, we don't have budgets to travel to, California and Florida and Texas to play all the schools that we'd like to play. So we have to do a little bit more regional scheduling and bring a lot of people to our place. So we're excited about that, but you know me as well as anybody. If we have a chance to play at home, we're going to try to play at home.
And absolutely, I mean, you want to, especially early in the season with a year like this, where you got a lot of the new guys coming in. They may already be experienced, but they're not experienced in your system.
Sure, and really they need to be in class as much as we possibly can. I think that's a valuable tool to be able to stay at home and keep them in their own environment so they're not having to miss class. We already have enough with league games of being gone, and the Thursday, Saturday swing keeps them out a little bit more than we'd like to. We're thankful that our conference tournament is held in Pikeville, so we don't have to travel for that one. But hopefully, if we take care of business, we'll have a trip to Kansas City and play in the national tournament if things work out. So they're going to be away enough. We don't need to schedule any more trips than we have to.
Well, and a lot of people don't realize, too, that these teams that come through here, they play in a circuit, so they're probably a lot of them are playing other Mid-South Conference teams as well.
Yeah, and it gives us a great scout, too. I mean, we get an evaluation of them against good competition, and, not that things won't change when the league comes around, but certainly to get to see our league teams early in the year is good for us. And always trying to keep our eyeballs out and try to find a niche or find something that teams are doing that helps our team.
Looked like looked like Darrell Dominic might have been a little shaken up with an ankle Sunday. It looked like you saw him go to the trainer's bench a couple times.
Yeah, he's got a little sore ankle, and but if we only played on the days we felt perfect, we probably wouldn't play a whole lot. So like he's got to toughen up, and fight through that, and get out there and play. It's nothing that will keep him from being able to play at a high level. But he did tweak his ankle a little bit, and he worked through it in practice, and he'll be a little bit sore on it. But like I told you, like we've got to play through some of those kind of things to get where we want to get.
Well, you always hate to see any kind of an injury, but everybody looks like they're in pretty good physical shape. But just before league play is just down the road.
Yeah, I can't believe you even said that, but yeah, we're trying to keep him as healthy as we can, and certainly JP's had enough injuries for everybody that we've kind of still a little bit sour, but he gets an opportunity to go see a specialist tomorrow, so hopefully we'll hear some good news. And our training staff and Dr. Sword and Dr. Royalty have been awesome working with our student athletes, and if there's a possible way we can get him back, they'll figure it out. So we're excited about the potential there, and certainly thankful for some of our health on our other guys.
We got Virgin Islands coming in Friday. It's at
7
o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And Saturday at 4, it's
4 o'clock on Saturday, and then Sunday will be at 3 o'clock.
So
yeah, we moved it forward for travel reasons for OU Eastern. Yeah.
Okay, so we got a good chance to come and see the Bears play. And folks, if probably maybe preaching to the choir here, but if you want to see good basketball, you don't have to go anywhere else. It's right here in Pikeville, right in front of you.
Yeah, no question. And there's enough room in everybody's heart. And we know we have people that like University of Kentucky, the University of Louisville, and all those are great. I like watching those games as well. But it's a shame if you travel past the Expo Center to go to one of those other games and you don't stop in and see your local hometown team here that's very successful, playing for championships right here in your own area who are giving back to your same kids. It's almost the same thing our businesses do, like shop locally, like
yes.
Come watch your local team as well. And I was really disappointed on Sunday night. We had a great game scheduled there, great competition, one of the better ones we've had all season long, and it was kind of, there wasn't a lot of people that showed up for the game outside of the loyal fans, and we certainly thank them for doing that. But it would be great to see a lot more people coming down. When our students get on campus, that will help, but our community is great. They've been super to us, and it'd be nice for them to see them in the seats there as well. Kelly,
looks like we're at the end of our time for tonight, so that'll wrap it up for us. So for Coach Kelly Wells, this is Charlie Pinson. We'll see you Friday at the U Pike Gym.
Yes.